What's up, guys? It is Brandon from the Two Piece Mandem, and I haven't made a video in ages. So, by the time of this video, this is called a keep or sell video, and the team I'm going to do today is Chelsea. So, essentially, I'm going to tell you the players that I would keep in this Chelsea Football Club and the players I would sell in this football club, because it's the end of the season. We've played 38 games. We've been through the Europa League, so I can now say who I would want to keep and who I would want to sell, because I couldn't really do this video before the Europa League final, so I just wanted to do it after the final. And I think there's a lot of people that I would keep, but then there are people that I would sell. I think a hell of a lot of people. There's not really a lot of people I would sell, but there's a lot of people that I would definitely keep. So I'm going to be doing Chelsea for this one. So we're going to start with the goalkeeper, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Goalkeeper that's worth 70 over 70 million. So he's like I think we hold the record for the highest paid goalkeeper, or the record signing for the goalkeeper. I don't know, something like that. But personally, I would keep him. Reason why I'd keep him is basically because we've paid over 70 million for him. None of our goalkeepers. Well, Willie is as good as him. Kepa. The thing is, when he's 70 million, I didn't really expect him. I thought he would be like a little bit like De Gea, but he really wasn't. He's made a lot of mistakes, and there were some shots that he should have actually saved. But in key moments, he's actually made some decent saves for us. Like in the penalty shootout in the semi-finals of the Europa League when we were against Frankfurt, he saved our arse there. He saved our arse in the penalty shootout in the Carabao Cup against Tottenham. He saved our arse. But the thing is that he's not consistent all the time. By the end of the day, he's worth over 70 million. So I would pretty much keep him. So he's the first person I would keep. Willie Caballero, I would keep him as well, because this guy can save penalties. Like he can just save penalties. And the times when Kepa wasn't able to play, Willie Caballero has stepped up for the squad. So essentially, I would play him, and I would actually keep him. I think Man City were stupid to get rid of him, but I'll freaking take him. I don't care. David Luiz, I would keep him. Now you're probably thinking, okay, this guy makes mistakes after mistakes after mistakes, and he's not that consistent. Well, the thing is that he's the only centre back that I know that can play long, accurate passes. He's the only centre back that I know that can actually do that, and he has done that. When Pedro has made that diagonal run, when he's made that run around the right back or centre back, and David Luiz has played that long pass over the defender, and it was actually a pitch. It was actually like a peach of a ball. I remember he played that type of pass against Tottenham, and we scored just from that. All right, defending. In the case, sometimes he does make mistakes. Sometimes he's not always accurate, but at the end of the day, I would freaking keep him, because just for the fact that he can do those passes, and we don't have any other defenders. Well, we have Cahill and we have Christensen, but I'll get on to why I might keep or sell them. So for David Luiz, that's a keep. All right, Rudiger, I'm keeping because he's like our best defender. So yeah, I'm keeping him. I wouldn't even care. But he's currently injured, but he's just been a rock. Let's go right back. Dave Azpilicueta. He's our captain for the team, but I would sell him. Reason why I would sell him is because don't get me wrong, over the past few seasons he's played amazing football, and he has been like the most consistent player. But this season he's just been off it. He's just been off it so much. He's been getting twisted up on that wing so many times, not tracking back when he's supposed to track back. He's had poor defending as well. He hasn't really been that much of a leader, to be fair. But I just wouldn't keep him. I think we can get a younger right back. I know he is one of the best, but at the end of the day, he just lost it this season, and I think he's going to really struggle this season, because the Premier League's only getting faster. They're bringing in new players. There's going to be more intensity as well. So I just don't think he can match up with it. So I would sell Aspilicueta and just buy a new right back. Marcos Alonso, I'm selling his ass. I don't care. This guy is good at attacking, but defending he's absolutely awful. That's why Maurizio Sarri played Emerson in the final instead of Marcos Alonso, because Marcos Alonso can't defend for crap, right? And it shows. All right, he's very good when it comes to going forward. All right, when it comes to going back and tracking back, he's just absolutely terrible. He generally, literally, when he's in a 1v1, he can't defend. They'll just cut inside and then they'll just cut outside and then just cross into the box, or then they'll just show him on the outside and then cut on the inside and just leave him for days. The guy actually can't defend. Like, it's ridiculous. So pretty much, I would sell his ass. Who else? Another centre back. Gary Cahill. We've barely seen him in these games, and I haven't seen him play at all. I think Maurizio Sarri just doesn't like him. I don't know why. I would play Gary Cahill in at least the Europa League match, at least that, because he's been there since 2012 and he has helped us in so many ways. He's helped us a lot. I would keep him. Personally, I would keep him. I know Sarri's probably not going to play him. I don't even know if Sarri's going to stay, but I know Sarri won't really play him that much. But at the end of the day, I'll keep him. He's been at Chelsea for ages. He's literally like the most experienced centre-back you can ever get in your freaking life. And I would keep Gary Cahill. I still believe he's quality. I don't give two shits what other people think. I still believe that guy is quality. 100% quality. And he showed it. He freaking shows that he's quality. Alright? When you look back at the previous seasons where he scored some vital goals for us, and in London derbies when he scored goals for us, and he's actually like guided us, like winning titles and encouraging the guys to keep their heads up even when we go 1 or 2 goals down. Well, I wouldn't get rid of him. I think Sarri's a freaking idiot for not playing him. I would personally play him. I don't care how old he is. Maybe he's lost a little bit of pace. Maybe he's off it. But what do you expect if you haven't played him for like the majority of the season, and he's been sitting on his backside for pretty much like 75% of the season? What the frick do you expect? So I would freaking blow him. There's the other centre back, Christensen. I would sell. Now you're probably thinking, why are you going to sell Christensen? The guy played in the Europa League final and was pretty much one of your best centre backs. Reason being, I think this guy makes more mistakes than David Luiz. I think he makes more mistakes than David Luiz. I think he makes more risky challenges that causes I think he makes unnecessary tackles and challenges that he shouldn't be doing. Personally, that's the thing with me, and he just gives away the ball too much in like dangerous areas. So for example, last year in the Champions League, first leg when we were against Barcelona, we were 1-0 up, and he was the one that played a missed pass into someone's path, right? And one of the Barcelona players played it into Messi, and Messi scored. And from that, that was just one mistake that cost us, and we actually defended pretty well. So we actually could have gone into the second leg with a 1-0 lead, but instead that never happened. We made a mistake, and it was all because of Christensen. I'm just not comfortable when Christensen is at the back, personally. So that's the person I would sell, essentially. So I would sell Christensen, Marcos Alonso and Dave. I would keep Kepa, Willy Caballero, Luiz, Rudiger. Emerson, I'm freaking keeping. I don't give a shit. I'm keeping Emerson because he's been one of our best left backs in the freaking season, and he has done bits for us. He's not the best going forward, but like tracking back, he's very, very good at that. And he's defending. I do like his defending where he holds, where he can just hold off players, and he can just show them on the outside instead of the inside, because he can just block them off, and it gives our defensive midfielder and our centre midfielders more time to track back and tackle the ball off the opposition. So I do like that from Emerson, and he actually gets forward a little bit, and he actually takes on the shot sometimes when he is attacking. So, and in the final, he proved he was magnificent in the final. So at the end of the day, I'm keeping him. So he'll be a keep for me. Jorginho, I would keep him, but the only difference is that I won't play him in defensive midfield. People will knock on about how terrible Jorginho was and how so he moves the ball. I think he's better as a centre midfielder. I don't really see him as that defensive midfielder, because the defensive midfielder is for Kante. It's for breaking up play, right? Just like in front of the defense, that defensive midfielder, that role is to break up play. That is the role of a defensive midfielder. It's not to ping balls all across the freaking pitch like you're freaking Andre Pirlo. Like, it's not like that. All right, maybe in Italian football it's like that because it's slow as crap, but in the Premier League it's fast and intense. And you don't get time to do that. Fair enough, it worked in the Europa League final, but I'm not comfortable with that. So I would just play Jorginho at centre midfield. I don't think he's suitable for a defensive midfielder, personally. That's just not his role, and he can't tackle for shit. But at the end of the day, I think he's better as centre midfielder, so that's why I would keep him. And if he does play like crap in the centre midfield, then freaking flog his ass. Right, Kante, I'm freaking keeping. I don't give two shits what anyone freaking says. I'm keeping him. Paris Saint-Germain can go F themselves. Real Madrid can go F themselves. Barcelona can go F themselves. Ajax can go F themselves. Tottenham can go F themselves. All of the freaking European teams can go F themselves because we're freaking keeping him. I don't give two freaking shits. Right, we're bloody keeping this guy, and I'll play him in defensive midfield. This guy does the job of freaking two players, right? You don't get that, all right? And when Kante was at Leicester City, you saw the impact that he made, right? And then when we brought him off Leicester City, look how Leicester City dropped down. They dropped all the way freaking down, bro. So they won the season in 2015, 2016, where we actually, when we actually finished 10th, and then as soon as we bought Kante off them, we were at the top, and I think they finished 10th. God knows, but at the end of the day, we've gone, so I'm freaking keeping him. I don't give two shits what anyone says. All right, Kovacic hasn't scored a goal for Chelsea. He did so in the Europa League final. I would sell him. Personally, I'd sell him. I don't think he's good enough. Fair enough. He can play simple 1-2-2s with Hazard, and he has decent link-up play, but I don't think he's strong enough. I don't think he's strong enough in that midfield, and I don't think in the Premier League you have to be strong in the midfield. I don't think he defends that well either. I don't think he tracks back enough. That's just how I'm with Kovacic, so I won't keep him in the squad. So Kovacic is another person. So I know we've got him on loan, but I don't think we should sign him up. Well, we can't sign him up because we have a transfer ban, but I'll get rid of him. Ross Barkley, I would keep. Reason being is because Ross Barkley is a strong player, and I know basically he's capable of more things. Like, he played for the freaking England squad. I think he's capable, personally. I think he can do more. I'm not saying he's brilliant now. He's good, don't get me wrong, but I think he can do more. Hence the reason why I want to keep. That's hence the reason why I want to keep him. Because what he needs to do, he needs to go forward more and take on more players like Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So that's a definite keep for me. I reckon if we can just develop his game just a little bit more, and we just focus on his touch a little bit more, and he just improves on the defensive phase, and instead of always playing it sideways, he plays a few more forward passes, and he just drives forward, then I reckon he would be more of a quality player. He may be touching that Kevin De Bruyne type player. Only if we keep him, we see improvement. If I don't see any improvement, I'd sell his ass. But right now, I'm keeping his ass. Because essentially, you have to look at our situation right now. We can't sign anyone at the moment. Right? We can't sign anyone, and we have a transfer ban. So pretty much, that's the reason why I'm saying keep most of these players. So that's just the way it is. So I keep Ross Barkley. Loftus-Cheek, I'm going to keep as well, because he's been brilliant. He's strong on the ball. He takes on players, and he's actually scoring goals. So he actually goes forward, and his end product's actually improving a little bit more. So I'm keeping I'm keeping Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Let's move on to the wingers. All right, Willian. He's been all right this season. He hasn't been the best for us this season. I think his best season was 2015, 2016 when we finished 10th. He hasn't been the best for us. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'd freaking keep his ass because, listen, right, we can't freaking sign anyone, like I said before, so I would literally keep his ass. I know we got Pulisic, but he's there to like replace Hazard, of course, but I don't know if he will be able to do the job of Hazard or even be as good as or close to as good as Hazard. But for Willian, I'm keeping him because he has saved us in like loads of games. He needs to work on his final ball though, because sometimes he just mucks up the pass, and that's the most frustrating thing ever. But apart from that, he, to me, he's quality, and you can tell because Barcelona have been trying to make bids for him. So that's a player I would keep. Pedro, I'm keeping. But I don't give two shits how old he is, right? This guy has literally done it all, and he's turned up. He turned up in the Europa League final when he scored for us, all right? He freaking scored for us, and he turned up in that final, all right? Pedro Rodriguez turned up for us in that final, and he's been freaking brilliant for us. He's one of the best players at Chelsea. I don't care what anyone says, right? Fair enough. He doesn't take on as many players as you want him to, but he can finish, right? And he does finish for the team, and he does make those diagonal runs and runs around the centre back and left back. So that's a player I would freaking keep. Higuain, I would sell his ass because this guy's too slow. The intensity for the Premier League is just too much for him, and he can't freaking handle it for shit. And this guy, he needs to do more cardio essentially. See, the reason why he scored literally like over 20 goals in Italian football because their football's slow as crap. When you come to the Premier League, the intensity is too much and it's too fast. So essentially, I wouldn't keep him. I would pretty much sell him if I could. Well, we can't, so we can't. I'd just sell his ass. I'd sell his ass, and I'll bring back freaking Tabby Abraham, and I'd even bring back Michy Batshuayi. That's it. I wouldn't bring up Morata because he's dog crap. I generally think Michy Batshuayi is better than Morata, and he probably is. And I'd bring back Tabby Abraham because, number one, you're probably thinking, why would you bring him back? He scored 25 goals in the Championship, and I know you're thinking, oh wait, it's the Championship though. I don't care, all right? This guy can improve. He can go to the gym. He can get freaking hench, all right? He's quite quick as well. So yeah, and he can score penalties. So I'm keeping Tabby Abraham. Eden Hazard. Oh come on, let's be real. I'm keeping him for freaking days. But we all know that he's going to go to Real Madrid for I think 120 million. But if I had a choice, I would freaking keep him every single day of the week. I don't care what anyone says. He's been our best player by a mile. He scored 2 goals in the Europa League. This guy's freaking world class. He's been at our club for 7 years. He's taken on players. He's beaten them. He's just been absolutely incredible, and I wouldn't get rid of him for shit. He's literally our best player at Chelsea, and to lose him is a massive blow for us. So I don't know how we're going to compete for the title. The only way we can really compete for the title is if we actually kept him. That's where we'd actually have a chance. So yeah, I'm gutted about that he's leaving. Obviously, I'm not happy, and I do wish him the best. I said that in my review. If you guys haven't seen it, then go check that out. But yeah, definite keep for Eden Hazard. Olivier Giroud, I'm keeping him 100%. He turned up in the Europa League final against his former club, Arsenal, and more than that, he's been our scorer in the Europa League. He's taken us. He's the reason why we won the Europa League final, and one of the reasons why we won it, because he's been consistent with it. He scored lots of goals. He hasn't scored a lot of goals in the Prem because he hasn't started as much. But I think he could score a huge amount of goals in the Premier League. So essentially, that's a player I would keep. So yeah, 100% I'm keeping freaking Olivier Giroud. I don't give 2 craps what anyone says. I'm keeping him for days. Who else? Callum Hudson-Odoi, keep, because he's pretty much the closest to Hazard right now. And I know he suffered an injury, but he's been world class for us as well. The plan is, should have started him more in the start of the season because he played brilliant in pre-season against Arsenal when he ripped Bellerin to shreds. So I would start him more, and you just need to give him more time. So yeah, and that's the end of this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, comment down below who you would keep and who you would sell. I'll see you guys in a bit, and peace.